right, I am here at the Palm Beach International Boat Show, checking out this brand new Grand Banks 62. Just debuted here at this show. Really excited to get on board and check this thing out. So we're gonna step first onto this aft platform. Kind of like how they've done this here. You get your platform here and still get the aft cockpit separated, but you can still use that platform. Pretty good stuff there. Just gonna walk over here so we can get a better view of this aft cockpit area. Really spacious in there. And hiding right down there is gonna be engine room access, which we'll get to in just a moment. But we're gonna come right back around here, and curiosity is gonna get the best of me. Just some cooled storage down in there. But we're gonna keep on moving forward. We are getting close to the show opening, so we wanna work our way through here and get as much as we can. So could comfortably sit about 4 folks across the back there. And if we look up here, don't wanna miss it. Really cool. Doesn't look as cool in the day, but the lighting on this boat at night looks freaking awesome. So just wanted to point that out. Some sound stuff up there as well. And then down here, just gonna have a refrigerator, of course, just to help with this space and entertaining here at the back area of the boat. Under there, that is really, really cool. Aft docking station, just, I gotta do that again. I gotta do it again. All right, so watch that, just boom, aft docking station. So that gives you your joystick control so that you're easily able to dock when you are docking aft to, and you'll have a view just like that off the boat. So really avoids the need to have blind communication via radio, and instead you can be here seeing what you're doing. Plenty of little lockers around there. And before we go up, let's see, looks like someone's filming on the bow at the moment. So we're gonna go in first. All right, now we're gonna go on down into the engine room on this Grand Banks 62 and check it out. One thing I do wanna note as we go down in here, just even in this little storage compartment, almost like a bilge area, if you will. They've even got teak down here, systems all over the place. Really easy to get to your battery switches, master switches there. Another pair on that side. But when we go in through here, you're gonna see that the teak follows throughout into the engine room even. Matches kind of the rest of the boat. Pretty cool to see that. So, a few things going on in here. Of course, got the engines on either side. These are Volvos, good for 1,000 horsepower a piece on either side. That will push the boat to a little over 30 knots flat out, comfortably cruises in the mid 20 knot range. Pretty impressive for this size of boat. Look around here, just some stuff, take it all in. Some vent fans there on that side. And over here, another one, fire suppression system, and kind of just looking around. That was the generator right here in the middle. There is not a Seakeeper type gyroscopic stabilizer on this. This does use the stabilizing fins, rather, that work both at speed and at rest. So that's gonna be the system aboard this one. But we're gonna pop right back out here and check out the rest of the boat as we're getting close to the opening of the show. So we will come on in here. This one is set up with a galley aft layout. Personally, that is gonna be my favorite. However, you can do galley down, galley up and forward, really whatever you want. Grand Banks is willing to do. So that is gonna be galley aft. Really cool how they give you that window there. That does slide up and down electrically there, so you can close it off. And then the same idea with the windows on either side of the boat there in the salon space. One cool thing you wouldn't know here in the galley without knowing it, this piece here and the same one over on that side, that little button right down here. If we come over here, we press that. As the camera will play, there it goes. That actually comes down like such and allows you to get storage that way. But we'll go ahead and put that back up in there and get on with our tour. So that's awesome. I just love little stuff like that. But anyways, plenty of storage over on that side as well. And as we come in here again, Grand Banks, they'll kind of build it how you want. This one's set up with this kind of dining area on that side. And then when we come around this way, they've got it set up with 2 loose seats at the moment. You could put a couch there that's built in, like a bench seat, what have you as well. That's an option. They will do it for you. We're going to move forward here into the helm area. So this one's going to have twin Garmin displays, pretty sizable for sure, no doubt. Not super complex here. I like the little buttons here with this little carbon fiber look on the back plate, pretty cool, but just a few buttons. Everything else on the boat is going to be controlled through those screens. Nothing's on right now, so can't really show you any of that, but that's all right. This does have a joystick here at the helm as well, much like we had there at the aft docking remote station. But I think we're going to pop out this side door because we can real quick, and then come back in here and get down into the cabin. But should note, right across there, you could fit 4 across if you include 2 at the helm and 2 at that other seat. But we're going to come right up on this side deck, really wide, low, grippy, all sorts of good stuff to get up here and work on the boat. So coming up on the bow, you're just going to have access to your anchor and I guess road locker as the anchor's out there. And then the winch is there, controls on the deck as well. And then we'll just take a quick peek over here down the side of the boat and show you where you could go. So that down the side there would just go to the aft cockpit area. Pretty wide side decks there and pretty high on the railings. Just feels real secure when you're working around the boat. And there's a quick peek up on the Flybridge, which we'll be getting to here in not too long. I think we'll head up there right after we finish the lower cabin level of the boat. So we're just gonna walk right back over here. Of course, there is a side deck all the way back to the aft on this side as well. But we're gonna head on in here real quick. One item of note that I almost missed when we were going through here before. This, of course, pops out. That is a TV. That'll come up, do TV things, so you can hang out and watch that in the salon space. So item of note here, as far as the main level of the boat, there are only 1, 2, 3 steps down there. Just super easy to get up and down. You don't have to go down 14 stairs and through twists and turns and all that stuff. So just really easy access. Immediately to the right on the starboard side of the boat, little cabin here. There's going to be a single berth there as we first come in and are greeted by that. And then we're going to go down here and go further into the boat. And there's just going to be a twin berth, about a full size, maybe queen size bed there in that one. And there is a head for this cabin down here. So interesting layout. I kind of like that. It is a wet and dry head, but instead of the sink being outside of the shower, it is actually in the shower while the toilet is out here. That's pretty cool. Let's step up in here. There's obviously at 6'1", that there is my face, but however, over here where the shower head is, there is tons of room above it. Like it's probably 7 foot tall in that compartment. So as long as you can get in here, you will be golden for the shower. And we're gonna pop right back out here. Come on up and head down this hallway a little bit. There are a number of things you can do here as far as the layout goes and being able to customize it. So this is essentially gonna be your owner's cabin now. So you could give up some of the space back there in that cabin we were just in, put hanging lockers there and kind of move the bathroom around, that kind of stuff. So it's really what the owner wants. And then looking back that way, just, it's beautiful. The work they do on these boats and just the different woods, textures, finishes they choose. Just, it looks great. And of course, you're welcome to choose what you want, but you can't really go wrong with this traditional look that these Grand Banks have. We'll take a quick peek into this master shower bathroom setup here. Pretty large, rather legitimate shower there. It's got its own door, all sorts of good stuff. Plenty of room in this shower as well. I mean, you could be 6'5", 6'6", no problem, and have plenty of room in this shower. And that's just going to be a quick peek over there at the vanity sink area on this boat. We're going to keep this till we're moving, and we're going to head up to the forward cabin, the V-berth, if you will, but it's not really because this bed is kind of out here all on its own. You don't have to do gymnastics to get in the bed or get around in the room, so that's really cool. I love the little accent lighting that they've done around the base there and some other spots as well in this cabin. And we'll just take a quick peek here. A lot of space there above the headboard of the bed. No bumping your head, none of that stuff when you're there. We're going to keep on moving though. In the name of time, we are coming up on the show opening. So we're going to head right back through the salon space, head up to the Flybridge, and I think we'll be able to call it a video once we finish that area. So we're going to come here, hang a left, 180 degrees, and we're greeted by the stairs to the Flybridge. They're a little steep, but they still are proper stairs. They got nice grab handles all the way up, and then when you get up further, you can keep grabbing the railing around the stairs. And this space is, wow. There's a lot of space. I'm just taking it all in at the moment. So you can see you got a tender up here right now. Of course, the crane for it there to get it on and off. And we're going to come back here and just flip around and show you the rest of this space. Hopefully you get a better view. There we go. So super spacious. There is a sun pad. You get 2 people comfortably there. And there is going to be a little galley space off there on the starboard side with a bunch of bench seating on the port side as well as along the back there. Easily get 5, 6, 7 people in there if you wanted to, no problem. Just love that table. Looks great. Love the little Grand Banks logo there inlaid in that. And then above us, just real quick, some little lighting going on there, as well as further down that center little piece there. So we're going to step up here into the helm space, and pretty much all the equipment you saw down on the main lower helm, you're going to get up here. The same twin Garmin displays. You get your joysticks, all your controls, all your screens with the information, just missing a few buttons down there compared to the rest of the helm down below. Other than that, pretty much the same equipment. So we'll step up in here. Great view, honestly, all the way around. Super good visibility. Just look at that. Great, super easy for handling. Obviously, when you get to the aft, you have that remote control station at the rear that flipped up. But whether you're up here or down below at the main helm, there is very little bow rise on this boat. So kind of what you see here at rest is almost exactly what you get when you're underway. So even if you are kind of forced to be down in the lower helm, you're still going to get pretty good visibility. But we're going to check out one last thing here, and I think we'll be able to wrap this video up. So there's just a better look at the galley space here. Fridge and storage, that kind of good stuff underneath of there. Just going to stay out of it based on all the other signs I saw throughout the boat about the owner wishing for the cabinetry and drawers and everything to stay closed. But I think with that, that is going to about wrap up this tour. I don't have too much more to add at the moment, so we're just going to take a little seat here and wrap this up. So that was the brand new Grand Banks 62 making its debut here at the Palm Beach International Boat Show. Absolutely beautiful boat. Very versatile, obviously, built for cruising as well. Something I was really excited to check out and show this thing off today. If you guys have any more questions, you want to know more about this boat, come check one out, go ahead and reach out to the folks over at Grand Banks. They would be more than happy to figure out how to get you out on one of these boats or tell you a little bit more if they could do that as well. That's all I've got for now. Thanks for watching.